couple of bugaboos figuring out, guys. I'll be right with you. Stand by. What's up, Aaron? How you doing, buddy? All right. Good to hear, man. Good to hear. Don't know if maybe it going on at 7 tonight maybe threw a couple people off, but that's all right. We're all good. Gonna have a good time tonight. Get yourself a drink. Turn this off. Cancel. Quit. Aaron, I did not call about that shark yet. But I do so much stuff in the burner right now, which is good, but it can also be bad. But yes, I have to I got a call about that guy. Send a reminder here in the Discord to get some guys in here. What are you doing tonight, Aaron? Just hanging out? Anything that you're anything cooking in the burner for you? Painted in the layout walls. Painting bricks. Oh yeah. Is that what you're painting your basement walls, I assume? Yeah, that stuff sucks to paint, man. You got to use like a thicker nap roller, like a 3/4 inch or a 1 inch nap roller to get that stuff to get into all those cracks. Sam, what's going on, man? Thanks for stopping in. How you doing tonight? I was going to use a different streaming platform tonight, but it was giving me fits as soon as I went live. I had all the cameras set up, I had an extra camera on the layout set up, and for some reason it wasn't having it tonight. Just wasn't having it. Wasn't in the books. But that's all right. Tonight we got the daylight on. Last week a couple guys had asked about popping the daylight on, so we got that guy going tonight. The MTH version, Proto Sound 3. Living the dream, moving furniture, getting ready for the remodel of my train room. Very nice, dude. That's always exciting to hear. Always exciting to hear. I just put my 3-row order in a couple of days ago with Jay, and I'm pretty excited for that. First time ever getting some third rail stuff, so I'm excited. What engines are you looking at, Aaron? I ordered some B36 Conrails. I was looking at getting I think it was the 38s that Lionel put out in the pamphlet or whatever, and I was like, I'm not gonna risk the color maybe being off a little bit, but I know that third rail will get it right, so I decided to go with them for that particular purchase. Oh, you found a Legacy C&O T1 and some Chessie. Where did you find a C&O T1 at? Curious to know. Especially a Legacy. That's awesome. Got this error message going on here. I don't know why. Something's ingested. I don't know. First time buying new. Had a couple used third rail. Got an update invoice from a 425, so I think those are getting close to going to production. Yeah, ironically enough, I messaged Jay because they advertise for an engine, and I said, are you guys making more than one road number? And he said, yeah, just add a quantity. So I added more than one quantity. And then he messaged me back and said that that particular model had just reached over 100. So he was able to put those into production. And it looks like I just got an email from him. Within the past, actually yesterday I got it. It's, estimated delivery of winter 26. So that's exciting. Good news. Good news. What's up, Dathan? How you doing, man? I appreciate you coming on, even if you're listening. It's awesome. I have my spot. No, in Cranberry. 425 said spring summer. Yeah, I think the steams are a little later in the year, but it can take a year. I mean, even if it takes a year, I'm not too worried about it. I got a funky sound coming out of the back corner there. Mad Mike, what's up, dude? Long time no see. Or chat, I should say, and see. Running the daylight tonight with some Santa Fe's. Just can't get over these Santa Fe cars. I just like pulling them. It's fun because you can pull some Penske stuff with it. You can pull a Southern Pacific. You can pull UP with it. They're a nice versatile passenger car that I can use. Not just for one thing specific. Sam said he's curious how close the Empire Builder is to the number. I don't know. That's a commitment. That set is definitely for a committed Great Northern fan. They're both wonderful, the blue and the white, and so is the orange and the green. They're both beautiful, beautiful engines. Saw the new MTH J611 with this Lionel 21-inch passenger car set. Which 21-inch passengers? What road name? Oh, they match. Very nice. I think I mentioned last time that I saw when they released the Class A's, they released those Norfolk Southern 21-inch cars, and it was weird because they only released 4 of them. But you like your 611? It's a nice engine. I just wish they get the sounds right. Because if yours is like mine, Sam, let me know. I'm going to turn this up. Let me know if your whistle to your 611 sounds like this one. Because that one's more prototypical for the daylight. And I think I heard that the 611 was the same sound set. Mike knows what I'm talking about with sounds. He knows how I feel about that stuff. Tim Lewis, how's it going, bud? Welcome. Talking about some third rail items that I ordered, and a couple other guys on here talking about the 425. Sam's got the 425 on order, which is very, very exciting. I'm excited to see what that looks like. I'm an N&W guy too, but I concur with when Zach says, like, every time I think about the 425, I think about Strasbourg, and I have a Strasbourg 89 and the Lionel re-release of the Strasbourg Woodside passenger cars to go with that. I mean, I guess I could, if I wanted to pull that, I could order that. I shouldn't say that, but I like the N&W. Big Rich, what's up, dude? How is it going? Tim Lewis, MTH dropped the ball on the whistles. They did. On some of them, they did, yeah. Jay and the recent release FEFs. They all exactly. See, I don't think anybody, in my opinion, has really gotten the GS4 whistle correct. I know there's another variation that MTH has. I think it's a Proto Sound 3, but the whistle's different. I think I've seen a video of it, and it sounds more believable, the 4449. But this one, from the video that I was telling you guys about several episodes ago, Washington Centennial Steam from the 80s, that whistle, certain aspects, is really close to this one. However, that one has a lot more bite to it. Like, the thing just screams. It's like it's not haunting, but it's like ear piercingly loud. It's awesome. Loving them trains. What's going on, Mike? Saw a few of your videos. but first time getting on. Dude, thanks for coming on. Thank you for the compliments on the layout. I appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Yeah, we're just running some trains tonight, and we're just doing some talking, getting to know everybody a little bit more. And now that we're getting close to the train season, which officially kicks off, in my opinion, here in the next couple of weeks, usually in September, sometime end of September, October for sure. Aaron says, I have a Lionel Strasbourg 90, 89, 31, 7. Said, geez, you got them all. And the switcher engine they have. I'll just wait for Lionel to have the 475. Yeah, you'll probably get a better deal. Not a better deal, but it'll be a cheaper price than the third rail, but it won't have as much detail. But I'm sure it'll be nice. Big Rich hates his GS4 MTH whistle. Rich, which one do you have? What's your whistle sound like? Does it sound like this? This one I don't mind, but I will say that I don't like it on the 611 because it doesn't fit. What do the FEFs sound like? The new FEFs. I'm always hesitant because nobody ever really posts videos. I wish Muffin would, because he gets them, or some of these guys that get them in and like run them through their features. Which, if you can find someone to do a custom sound file, you can probably put the Locksound 4449 in an older PS3 sound file. But I don't know if you can get Smoking Whistle to work if you have it. That's the thing too. It's I'm not sure how that stuff works in conjunction with the Whistle Steam. Oh yeah, the Legacy, dude, Sam. That's the sound. That is the J sounds. I love that whistle. That whistle is in the 765 for some reason. If I can remember correctly. Eddie, what's up, man? I think this is your first time in here. I don't remember you. If I do, I apologize. I might have had too much whiskey. How's it going tonight? We're just talking a little bit about the GSs and how we never get the right one. What am I drinking? Green River whiskey. I'm a whiskey guy. I'm looking forward to when the 600 Series J's come back. I'm really excited. Eddie, thanks so much for coming in, man. Hope you stick around for a while. We're going to have some fun tonight. Once this stuff starts to hit a little bit, we start to get a little loose. Big Rich says, I just picked up an RS3 and it won't hook up to my TIU. Is it the WTIU, Rich? Or I think you're running the WTIU. Yeah, the WTIU, when I first hooked it up, was very finicky. I run mine in bypass mode, which if you're unfamiliar with that, I don't run the inputs on that. I run everything off the output. I run nothing inside of that. I think it's dumb. I don't know why you need to run power inside of the TIU. It's not powering it because it has a separate power supply. Like, it's not powering the unit. What do you need it for? I just bypass it and I run it just off the back end right to the rails. And then when I power up the track, it kicks on. But it sounds like, depending on the way that you have yours hooked up, there's some sort of drop that you're getting there. Further on, when I was first started doing this, actually the 4449 was the one that I had trouble with. When I first started, if my drawbar wasn't hooked up just perfectly, it would not send a signal and it would turn on and then the engine would power right back down. It would cycle right back down to a power off. I don't know why. Exactly, Rich. It has its own power. You don't need to power it, which is dumb. I don't know why MTH did that. That's the only thing that I don't understand. Because basically it's a TIU with just an antenna on it. I think that's the only thing that they really changed. They didn't change anything else. And I don't run anything else through my TIU. I don't have the base hooked up to that. I bypass all that because I think it's stupid. There's no reason for me to run everything together in conjunction. I run everything separately. So for my layout, the only thing that I don't like that's annoying about the TIU is you got to rerun all the new wiring for it, which was a pain. But my base 3, which obviously is what I have running here, I just have it coming out of the base. I have like four separate spots that I have that I give it power to for command control. And I just right off the back of the base, I just have probably, because all my wires are really, coming off of my transformers and then going around. So I just have my base, and then I just have my wires tapped right in, right off of the transformers on the common to go all the way around, and it works. But the DCS, I had to do distribution blocks with that. So I have 4 outputs. I had to run it to a distribution block, spider web it out to it doesn't like, I will say this, that Lionel's command control system it smokes DCS. In my opinion, that's, like I said, my opinion. BRB, you don't want to miss the big reveal. What you'll be getting from Sunset Third. Oh, nice, dude. I turned the 180 after 5 minutes. Okay. What's up, man? Slycat, how are you? Thank you for coming back. It's good to see you. Guys, if you haven't subscribed to Slycat, check his stuff out. I think last time we were talking about, we were trying to get him up to some more subscribers. He's at 620. Oh, we wanted to get him at 620. He's at 622 now. Look at that. That's what we do here. It's not about me. It's about you guys. It's about you guys. Don Peck, good evening. Nah, you're never late, dude. You're never late. Thanks for stopping in. I started working on, I don't know if you guys saw the post on the Discord. If you guys are on the Discord, I got the base done of the roundhouse. Got it weathered up, looking pretty nice. Now the next step is to get the whisker tracks wired, and that's going to be a pain. It doesn't look fun at all. Does not look fun. Oh, thank you, Sam. I appreciate it. The base is looking good. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. It came out really good. I weathered it up really nice, and from where it's going to be on the layout, you're not really going to see a whole lot of things. Hence, the reason why I got the Millhouse one, because the Altoona one is great, but the Millhouse one has a if you guys go to the website, check it out. It's just type in Millhouse River Studio and take a look at their roundhouse. The front of the roundhouse has it kind of goes up like this, so there's like a lot of windows, and which is something that I wanted to be able to see inside. And eventually, he said he's going to be making like a crane and some other things to be put inside there, which is really going to be neat to put like the details and stuff like that in there. It's going to look nice. What's the easiest way to message me, Dathan? Yeah, dude, hit me up on Discord, and then I'll give you my cell. What's up, Dell? How you doing, man? There's another guy that has some really good stuff as Dell. Dell has some amazing things. His stuff is awesome. If you guys aren't subscribed to any of these guys, check them out. Like, please check them out. Dell's also a really good guitar player. You guys don't know that. He plays guitar. I play drums, so dude, get together and do a jam. TDKC Trains, brother, what's up, man? I haven't seen you since York. How are you, man? Are you going to York this year, buddy? I think I asked you that, or actually, I think Zach might have asked you on the other stream, but it was cool hanging out with you, man. It was cool to know you. And I'm glad that you got a really cool find down there. Now we're on to our next adventures. Dell, I don't know about that. Dude, give yourself some credit, man. Awesome, dude. You guys, send me a message on Discord if you're on Discord, and I'll give you my cell phone number so I have you guys. Especially like Dathan and stuff. Bell. All you guys, Big Rich. I'd like to get your number so we can stay in touch. So I won't bother you. I won't do that. You can bother me though. I'm totally cool with that. Tonight we're running the daylight. Some of you guys that just popped on here, 4449, Protosound 3. From the latest release, I think last year they came out. Glad you're going to York, dude. That's awesome. Anything that you guys are looking for at York? Anything that you have your eye on just in general? Big Rich says he got his ugly engine. Big Rich, what's your ugly engine? I don't know. My ugly engine would probably be the. This is not ugly. It's just the paint scheme's weird. Like I started the swap. We did start the swap. The ST70 ACE Power Buyer People UP. I got for a deal a couple years ago, and I don't run it. I'm going to sell it. So if anybody is interested in it, send me a message. I'll give you a smoking deal on it. A C420. Yeah, they're pretty freaking ugly, man. They are, they're pretty freaking ugly. It's like some of these engines, what was it, like the U-boats or whatever it was? There was an engine out there that they said that they made it ugly because they didn't want it on like mainline stuff. They ran on the back road stuff, you know, like the Hills Have Eyes engines. The plan is to see if they have the fast fruit set there. Oh yeah, that's right. You were looking for that. I thought about buying it online, but shipping is it is a lot. From the area is driving, so he could ship it back for me. Here you go, brother. Big Rich, Zach's Discord, Joker's Trains. If you're on Joker's Trains Discord, we can connect. I don't have a Discord. No, I don't have enough fans. I shouldn't say fans. I don't have enough friends. Nobody wants to be on part of my Discord. Dell's looking for the CSX TMCC crate. Oh, that's that's an interesting piece. I found the sound tender at Kutztown. Oh, it's Kutztown. I had a friend that went to college there. So now I need the crane. U-boats aren't pretty? No. However, speaking of the answer to the U-boats, I ordered some B-36s. I can show you the ones that was it B-36 I ordered? Yeah, B-36-7s. -7. I ordered Conrail from Third Rail. Big Rich. Man, Eric's Train put that video out with the 44 Southern NPR together. I was going to do that, but can't. Dude, you can do whatever you want. It's your layout. It's your world. Do whatever you want, brother. You're not copying anybody. It's your trains. I do have a U30C chassis. Nice. The RMT beeps would be perfect for the ugly challenge. Oh, yeah. Yeah. All right, so guys, if it's not a diesel, what's the ugliest, in your opinion, what's the ugliest steam engine? Ugliest steam engine. Let's do this. Prototypical. We won't go. I see Del, you put 49er. That is ugly. Salty. He just pops on with Thomas. Don Peck, which Conrail from Third Rail? I got the B36-7s. I ordered 2 of those units. That chassis system is my wife's favorite. Nice. A2 Burks. Aaron, you don't like an A2 Burke? Really? Can you explain? Can you explain why you don't like an A2 Burke? What's up, Donald? How you doing, man? Thanks for popping on. If this is your first time on, leave a like, man. It's good to see you. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. We're just crap talking. Aaron says, "Hey, wait a minute. I got a 49er." Aaron, can you send me a picture of it? Maybe I'll change my mind, please. Discord. Big Rich. Sid put an ugly train up for sale on Joker's Discord. Almost bought it to put in the challenge. Very cool, man. Thomas and Percy. Did you guys hear my idea that I talked about a couple weeks ago about if they made like a scale Thomas or like a Vision Line Thomas, what the feature would be? I'm telling you, it's a good idea. That Army 280 that appears occasionally, but if someone makes it, they'll sell the like hotcakes. Yeah, anything, something that's specific will sell. I'll answer for Zach. He'll say the Commodore. Of course, he'd say the Commodore Vanderbilt. Of course, he'd say that. Don's a first timer, guys. Hey, let's welcome Don. Thanks for popping on. You haven't hit a like and subscribe to the channel and get you in here and meeting some friends. Donald, are you an O-Gauger or are you just a train enthusiast? Enlighten us. What do you like? It's good to see Salty here. Salty always makes the stream better, as do you all. But Salty's brings the thunder. Don, high five, buddy. I hate cap forwards too. I don't like a thing about the cap forward. I think that is the worst design ever. Can you imagine that thing? Like, can you imagine a head-on collision with that thing? You ain't surviving. I think that's even worse than a diesel. It's terrible. Terrible design. Check Discord message, Mike. I will do that, Aaron. Oh, there it is. Man, I'm gonna give you my I text you my number, brother, just so you have it. Is that a Vision line? Was that a Vision? Did they do that in a Vision? Big Rich, I appreciate it regarding the weathering. I've been binge weathering. It's the point where I don't like the way the trains look on the layout up there and are new looking. Yeah, I get that, guys. Like sometimes because I'm so into like weathering and making stuff look old, and then there passes by a brand new shiny steam engine. It looks like it just came out of the car wash. Welcome to the shit show, Don. Yeah, that's a good one. Thanks, Donald. I appreciate you just discovered my channel. That's awesome. Very cool. Be sure to like and subscribe, my friend. You'll see a lot of this stuff. Zach posted info on a VL2 Rock on sale. I purchased it, and later I got an email. What? Rich, where did you order that from? Don, I apologize. But if you're not on Joker's Discord, you should jump on there too. Yeah, does anybody have the link? Can anybody give him a link, or does that something that Zach has to do? How do we share a link to this thing? Invite people. All right, guys. Here's the Discord for Zach's for Joker's Trains Discord. Pop on there. Aaron, don't be taking messages back, brother. I love your layout and page. Got some skills. Look at that. Donald and Loving Them Trains. Awesome. Aaron's Trains. Vision Line. What's Vision Line? Oh, it is Vision Line. Okay, duh. I asked you. Nice. Did you get a good deal on that? Did you get it new when it came out, or did you buy it later on? Mike's American Flyers Trains. What's up, dude? How are you doing tonight? Great to see you. Have to do. There's a couple mics in here. There's Tattooed Mike and Mad Mike. Don't get us together. Mad Mike is becoming one of my really close friends. Guy called me tonight because he cares about me. So to top up the story, I went to this dude's house to buy the RS, and I told him that the story, and he said, "Oh shoot, that was my BL2. LOL. Crazy. It was a train bid. It was on a train bid." Dude, people are freaking shadesters. Hey, Dathan, thanks for stopping on, man. Have a great night if you're at work or going to work. We appreciate you. Take care of yourself, buddy. You guys running any trains tonight? We got the 4449 on the rails tonight, pulling some Santa Fe plated MTH passenger cars. Got a good deal on it, brand new from Train World. Have you bought a bunch of stuff from Train World? Guys, I don't know about you, but I've never heard the word Train World and deal in the same sentence. I've never gotten a deal from Train World. Oh, you got it during COVID? Keith K, good morning, good evening, good day, whatever it is for you. How are you? Thanks for popping on, buddy. If you're not subscribed to the channel, check it out. Subscribe. We're having some fun tonight. Love them trains. Mike, what else are you getting from Sunset? That's it. I just got the B36-7s, 2 of those from the Conrails. They're going to be really, really nice. I thought about 3, but I was like, I don't know. Train Addict 465. What's up? How are you doing? Thanks for popping on to the stream, my friend. There goes the daylight. The only thing about this daylight that I will say that I wish it had, I wish it didn't have the gray in the front. I wish I had the black. I like that version. Big Rich says in the beginning I was buying from Train World too, and there's other places. I used to buy from a local hobby shop, and the guy that I worked there, he would give me really good deals. You know, they were really good people. Their name, it was English Model Railroad. They have a website now called Toy Train Heaven. Mad Mike. I know you were looking for. What did you message me about? I think it was a swing set at one point. I'll have to send you the link. That's where I got it from Toy Train Heaven. I think they still have some. They might not. They used to make their own. They used to make roundhouses back in the day, but they also do. It's called Sealy, manufactured by Bowser. They do detail parts, and that was one of the detail parts. So I get some stuff from them every now and then. They're probably 10, 15 minutes from me. So really, really cool. Great people too. It's they're Bowser. They're right next to. They actually they own Bowser as well. The guys that have Englishes run Bowser. A lot of you guys, if you know HO, I'll go down in there and walk into the office, and they just have guys like mocking up trains and making stuff, which is cool. Just get them into the O scale, but too much of an undertaking. And I think that the O scales, it's taken care of. Loving them trains. I got a Conrail and Conrail. Oh, did you get a Conrail quality? What did you get? Did you get a B36 or whatever B variation there was? Train wheel is sometimes cheaper than muffin. Sometimes they are. Yeah, if you get them on the right day or the wind's blowing the right way, you can get a good deal. My local hobby shop closed down a couple years. Same here, man. There's a competitor shop, but he sells at MSRP. Yeah, you ain't gonna stay open for long if you're selling for MSRP. Why are muffins prices so high right now? Does he give a discount if you call? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. The only time that I ever see deals on muffin stuff is when he's blowing out the custom runs that he put out. Just like today, I got an email like he had some engines that he was blowing out, and they were all custom runs because nobody wants it. Nobody wants Louisville and Nashville. I'm sorry. People don't want Monon. They don't want that stuff all the time. I'm not being a jerk or anything like that, but it's when a lot of your custom runs are Monon and L&N, people just don't want it. Mad Mike, am I losing my mind here? What was the name? What name? Oh, Toy Train Heaven. I'll put it. I'll type it here. I'll text you. They're good people. Everything will say that it's in stock online. Don't believe it. So if you're not in a hurry for things, their website's a little hard to navigate. But just type in Selle, S-E. I'll put that in here. SELLE. That's the brand that they do detail parts, and they have some other stuff too. And sometimes they run some good deals on if they're blowing some stuff out. Like I got a. Hold on 1 second. I'll show you. They blow a lot of stuff out sometimes. So depending if it's been there for a while, they'll give you a good deal. But I bought this Keystone Locomotive Works river log buggy that I was going to put over just maybe somewhere on my layout. It's a kit that you have to, it's parts everywhere. But the price on it was $35, and I think I paid $10 for it. But they have a lot of cool stuff like that. So if you're looking for things like that, I mean, all metal parts, trucks, get your wheels, some more detail parts. But yeah, it's fun. It's a lot of fun. But you can find some really good deals in there. You guys check them out. Tell them Mike Wrench sent you. And Soo Line too. You're right, Don. He does sell a lot of Soo Line. Not at all discount for Mr. Yeah, you won't get a discount for Muffin. In fact, no, never mind. I'm not gonna say it. I won't say it. I'll be a good boy. B36-7 Conrail and a B23-7 Conrail. So you were one of the ones that ordered, man. Because when I placed my order to get my units, it just bumped him over to 100 to get to put the stuff into production. That's awesome. That's awesome. So you're getting the same as me, my man, except for you're getting a quality for your B23. A lot of those units ran around here in Pennsylvania. I have a lot of pictures from those. Now, if Thomas been on his shelves for a long time, then there may be some. That's the thing. The Mrs. Muffin deals, yeah, like they'll do stuff that they'll give away. They did that with the Daylight. I bought the Daylight, and I think within 3 weeks it was discounted by like $100 or $200. They said they had been sitting around too long. I'm like, dude, it just came out. What do you mean it's been sitting around too long? I don't get it. I don't understand. But these plated passenger cars I got from Muffin. But the Vista Dome, What did I buy? The 4-pack and the 2-pack I bought from Muffin, and the Vista Dome I bought from Pat's Trains. Sam says he bought a few NW on the deal today. You can. He will throw some deals out there sometimes. He will. Loving them trains. I just like Conrail for a while. Yeah, it is. Like that's what we grew up seeing, in the 80s and the 90s. It was Conrail for me anyway. Now the Big Blue is taking over the layout. I guess there is no place like home. My dad gave me these. Speaking of Conrail, he found these playing cards. These Conrail playing cards, and it looks like you open these up. These things have been used. Imagine how many games have been played on these, and how many drunk guys have played. I mean, look at the things. They're just wore out. But I've never seen anything like that. I thought that was kind of cool. Conrail playing cards, very neat. Charles Rowe, it's his stuff quick. Gets his stuff quick. Charles Rowe, yeah. It depends on what it is. I get a lot from Charles Rowe. Yeah, those cards are cool, aren't they, man? And my grandfather, he got this. I don't know how he got it or where he got it, but it's a Conrail safety helmet. Don't want to know how he got it, but it's hanging up here in the train room. I like the MTH Streamline cars, but I wish they had 21-inch cars as well. Yeah, that would be cool. That would be cool. I agree. Conrail saw all the time. Since the tracks are down the road from me, that's why I picked up the Conrail SD70 Max 777 once I saw that engine. Very nice, dude. Dude, I was on Ben's train, all nervous. LOL. I don't get nervous. What are you nervous for, dude? Don't be nervous. Slide Cat, people are asking about you, brother. Legacy gets stuff pretty quick, but they don't buy any more than just what's ordered. Really? I didn't know that. So they basically just get what everybody pre-order, and they don't get like one or two extra or anything? I mean, that's a good motto to have because, then you don't got to worry about trying to blow stuff out or sell it later, and you're getting rid of it. Unless people back out of a pre-order, I think that would be the only way that they would have extra. Rose pricing is good. So for comparison, speaking of what Mike's saying right now, I can give you a comparison of an actual live price. So a Legacy Mountain from this mountain that I have, the New Haven one, it's over here somewhere, is $16.55 at Muffin. $16.55. Remember that number. $16.55. Remember that number? $16.55. And on Charles Rowe, it's $14.49. It's $200 cheaper on Charles Rowe. $200 cheaper. That's a substantial price difference. Yep, $16.55, right, Sly Cat. Go to Charles Rowe once. It's what did I just say? $1,400? $1,450? $1,450. It's $200, dude. If I were to get Thing I like about Muffin, he posts live pictures of the trains that come. He does post live pictures of the trains that come in. He does. Not all of them. There's been some that I don't think that he has. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, Don, if you're gonna get anything, man, like if you're gonna pre-order anything, I would definitely go with Charles Rowe because he also does he does early buy pricing. So it's usually around $100 cheaper than everybody else. Oh, absolutely, Don. He's still making a profit. Absolutely. So that just tells you how much Muffin's making. Mario does have decent prices and discounts. He does. I've gotten some stuff from him. I've gotten a few things from him. I think some passenger cars I got from him before. Rowe also buys a ton. I mean, Muffin buys a lot. I wouldn't want to know how much stuff Muffin buys. That you'd be surprised how much extra inventory he buys. And I would be nervous doing that, being in that kind of position, being able to be like, oh, the Santa Fe high end ABBA set, the super high end super set with all the passenger cars. Let me get 15 sets of those. Like, I can't imagine. I just can't imagine. I'd like to know how the pre-orders went for that though, because I know that he had certain numbers he had to meet, and I know that there was a few that he wasn't close on. Some of them were his custom runs. His website, Mario, you can barely see what they're selling. Yeah, his website's a little hard to navigate around. Loving them trains. Your train is running very nicely. It is. It's MTH is run nice. I will say that about MTH. They have really nice gearing. I like the way they run. I like the way they run, and I like the way they smoke. Their whistle steam. People say that their whistle steam's better because it comes out of the whistle, but it doesn't look prototypical when it comes out of the whistle. It just looks like I don't know, like a lit cigarette, just with the smoke coming off of it. With the Lionel ones, because when it comes out of the hole and it hits like the actual whistle piece, it disperses and it looks like it's popping out. Exactly, yeah. Keith, the problem is that Muffin and Train World are the only ones that seem to have stock after something. They do. Train Addict 465, the tax and shipping make a difference. Does. That makes a huge difference, dude. Especially Charles Rowe, you don't pay tax. You pay no tax at Charles Rowe. I don't think you do at Muffin either. And I think Rowe's shipping is pretty flat. Like it's like 20 or 30 bucks an engine. Sitting on stock, that's money. That's right. You got to move it. The Super Chief set is cool, but it is crazy expensive. I'm sure it's gonna. Muffin does tax, Rich? Are you sure, brother? Not down, yeah. I just didn't know he did. Just add something to my cart here. Just go to checkout. Let me just make sure I don't order it. Wink. Oh, whoops! I ordered some Erie F7AB units. Hold on a second here. Stand by. I don't know, Big Rich. I think you might be telling some fables. Maybe it depends on what you're ordering. ABA set, Louisville and Nashville. God, $1,300 for a set of. Oh, that's ABA. It's actually not bad. Why are they cheaper? Is he blowing them out? Louisville and Nashville. Go to checkout. No, Big Rich. He doesn't have tax. For me, he doesn't. In PA. There's no tax, just shipping. So for a pair of F7 ABAs, shipping's $23, which is a pretty good deal. That's a good deal on those on an ABA set though. What's that B unit do? Super base B unit, 2 powered F7As and a Super Beast for 1,300. That's a good deal. That's a really good deal. What do you guys think about that? Tell me what you think. Here, I'll post it. Tell me what you think about that. I did the SF muffin package. What's the SF muffin package? Try to order a lot of stuff from Legacy because that's local. With the local tax. What's the taxes down in Georgia? They're Georgia, right? Dell likes T&K. I've never shopped from T&K. They discount stuff to get rid of it when it sits on the shelf. That's the stuff you want to get. You want to get the stuff that sat there for a year, and they just want to blow it out. Now I say blow it out very loosely. It is a super base B also. It's crazy. For 1,200. Loving Them Train says, "Can we see that roundhouse base?" Absolutely. Give me 1 second here. I'll show it to you. Rolling stock that you ordered was taxed. Interest from Muffin? Really? 7%, Sam? Yeah, we're 6% here in Pennsylvania. I'll look at a receipt. I just want to. Yeah, he doesn't. Those are the guys you want to get because you got to think of how much tax you would pay. So that's another perk to ordering from Row and Muffin is that you don't have to pay tax because tax is terrible. Tax at trains, yeah, you got to pay tax at trains. I grew up going to T&K. I started going. I was in middle school, and they were in a smaller location. Moved to a new location a few years later. Great inventory. I'll have to check those guys out. Places that I shop from are I get stuff from Muffin. Like I said, I like getting stuff from him. I do. I got some stuff on order from him. Charles Rowe. Pat's I'll get stuff from. I've never bought anything real big from Trains. Maybe bought some stuff that I needed for the layout. Like I said, Toy Train Heaven or Englishes. That's right down the street here. If I need parts, sometimes I'll order stuff from Hennings. I have gotten track from Train World. I'm trying to think of what else. White Rose Hobbies. You guys ever heard of them? We've got some stuff from them. My rolling stock. I have a rolling stock guy actually, who anytime he gets a new shipment of stuff in, he hits me up, which is nice. So I can get to say yes or no, and usually it's yes. Did you buy the Super Chief set? You bought the ABBA, right, Rich? 7.89 in Hamilton County, Ohio. Jeez. Tax does depend on your state, exactly. What is it? I mean, it's when we were down in, was it Nashville? I think at the Lionel store, the tax was like 10%. It was like crazy. 10%. It's a necessity. You don't need taxes on it, Don. It's like food, right? You don't need, should be no tax on that. All right. So you guys wanted to see the roundhouse base. All right. Show you the roundhouse. It's right behind me, but I'll show it to you. Oh, Big Rich is a club member of the Muffins. Is that worth it? Be honest. We don't fib here on this channel. Oh, Sedano is in the house. Buddy, what's up? Good to see you. We started at 7 tonight, but I figured some guys would wait till 8. You're one of them. Welcome, brother. Good to see you. K&R's on. I'm still inching along on my roundhouse. What roundhouse, buddy? Which one are you doing? I'll show you guys. Loving them trains wanted to see the base. Oh, so here we go. All weathered, all detailed. Took me a little while to get the tracks in. The tracks were funky to get in because he actually gave all the rails and you had to fit them in. So they're all fitted in, all CA glued. So you can see kind of like what this is basically the template where it's going to be at. The next step is these whisker tracks. So from here to the pit wall to the wall of the roundhouse is 12 inches. But if you notice, these stick out a little bit. So I have to put my joiners somewhere in here. So it's getting all these tracks to come dead out across here like you see on the other ones over here. And then I'll have another guy out here. But for my weathering technique, I mean it's pretty simple. I don't go real nuts. I used a River Rock spray paints for this, and then I used some weathering powders, and I etched a lot of this stuff out that you can see, like the concrete breaks and things like that in it. But yeah, this also, if you look, it's 2 pieces, so I can pull it apart. That's how it's shipped. So these go together, obviously. But figuring that out is going to be the next big adventure. But if I come out here, I can show you those walls. Here's some of the walls, or 2 of the walls that I have done. So basically this will sit right like that, right on the top. I'll weather it. I have to do some joint compound inside of here, inside of the brick look, to give it that realistic look. Here comes the daylight. But yeah, and then the inside will be, the top half's going to be white, and then the bottom half, right around the halfway point down on the window here, is going to be white, or is going to be black. So that will be that. But the like I said, the next step is getting the roundhouse base installed with the tracks, and then I'll go ahead and I'll start working on cross bracing and everything else, getting all that stuff tied together and looking cohesive. Here's one of the bases. This is one of the first bases he sent me. Just kind of working on it, detailed. He had just, like, I remember you guys remember the past week or two, I said that he was going to send me new bases. Obviously, those are the new ones on the layout, but these are the old ones. I got to kind of work on them a little bit and kind of see what was going to work as far as weathering and what worked, what didn't, which was nice. So I could kind of have something to kind of play on. So yeah, that's that. Looking good. Coming together. Stuff like that, projects like that take a while. You know, you got to take your time with it. Don't rush it. Don't rush it. Let's go back up here. Great to see K&R back on here, man. Great to see you. Preschool stuff going on. Yeah, I get it. My daughter just started school, 3rd grade, yesterday. Sam says I've saved probably triple what the membership was in shipping. I do buy some trains though. Nice. I bought Altoona's 4-stall. Oh, you got the Altoona 4-stall? That's a work. That piece is a work for sure. How long did it take you to get that, Rich? Love them trains, says nice. Thanks, or noise. Thanks, man. Thanks, Sedano. Weathering. That's killer. Thanks. The thing about weathering, guys, is that it's really fail safe. It's whatever you think's going to look good. Just start, just go at it. Like whatever you think's going to look good is looks good for you. That's all that matters. KNR Big Rich, did you buy the AB? I think he said he did. See, right there it is. Put on the pre-order. Very nice. The roundhouse will be a nice winter project. It is actually. It's going to be done before winter. It's going to be done probably in a month. A couple weeks, I'll have it done. I have a lot of detail parts for the inside. I should say done. We'll say it will be functioning, doing what it needs to do. I need to figure out lighting for the inside. I know Altoona sells a lighting kit, but for this one, I might custom make my own. We'll see, though. We shall see. Don Peck, whose roundhouse kit did you say that was? That is a Millhouse River Studio. Millhouse River Studio. He makes a 3, a 5, and a 7 stall right now. That's a 5, obviously. Big Rich, did you guys have to update the new TIU? I have not updated the TIU at all. Never ship sometime. I order small junk. What's small junk? Nothing's junk, brother. Oh, Rich, you did get the lighting kit. See, I think it would work inside of that. It's just that his lighting kit's expensive. Did you think it was expensive, or did he give you a discount? Maybe it was just for me. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Evergreen Models or Evermont, whatever it is. I think I'm going to run tubing, run the lighting, and I can get some light fixtures that I can just connect to that. But it's getting it down through the base and drilling a hole. I mean, I could probably drill a little hole and run like conduit down through underneath the layout and get the lighting done that way. So we'll see when I get to that part. We'll see what I'm going to do, but that's the only part that I don't have for that is what I'm going to do for lighting. And I can't really think that it's going to need too much. I mean, but time will tell. Rich, what? You ordered everything? I ordered the ABBA set and all passenger car add-ons. Excuse me? Come again, dude? So you ordered the whole high-end super duper duper set? Yeah, mine was about that price too, dude. The only thing that's different between the Millhouse one and the Altoona is I think the Altoona one takes a lot more expertise to build because it's a lot of fitting parts. This one here has that, but I think that the Altoona one has like the post going up. You have like the post going up and then Y's and all that stuff. I don't believe this one does. It may, but I don't think it has much as detail. As much man hours is probably what the Altoona one does. Not all weather, but the brickhead grout done. Oh, that's cool. He did the grout for you. How long did it take him to do it for you to make it? Mine was about 2 months. But I am excited for it to be done. It's going to look really nice. And then after that, probably start moving onto the town. I haven't even thought about what buildings I'm going to put in the intersection of the loop yet, or the layout. I haven't even thought about it. I have a couple ideas, but nothing solidified that I'm like, oh yeah, that's got to be in there. But we'll see. We shall see. I splurged and bought the entire new set. The sentimental first set I had was early 80s War Bonds. Hey, that's awesome. I'm excited to see that, Rich. That's super cool. Will your roof section lift off? Yes, it can lift off. If you want it to, you can either permanently or to lift it off. I want to lift it off so I can see like the stuff that I did on the inside. You know, there's no reason that you want to block all that. Does the mill house have the chimneys on the round? Yes, it does. It does. Do you guys want to see some of the detail parts? Stand by 1 second. I'll be right back. Oh, there we go. Sorry about that. What do you mean by upgrading the lighting system on your layout? If you're first to the channel, please subscribe and like the video. I appreciate all of you being here. It's wonderful. Inside and outside window framed, painted, glued together, glass between. Yeah, absolutely. Street lights to LED. I don't have any street lights right now. I'm going to, maybe a few, but yeah, everything will be LED. Nothing will be incandescent. So Sam, here's some of the details. So window sills for everything. This is for the roundhouse, guys, if you aren't familiar yet. Thin styrene strips for gluing to the bottom side of roof panels. A lot of roof paneling stuff. Upper and lower stall posts. A lot of posts. Lots of posts. Rear wall concrete overlay panels. So these will get painted a concrete color. Lots of walls. Here's the rear smoke jacks. So they do have chimney jacks with all of that stuff. Roofing granules. So what they recommend doing that, and how I recommend doing when you're doing like a roofing and you want to make it look like, shingles, is spray paint. Use your black spray paint and then get stuff that's like this, and sprinkle it over top to make it look like it's shingles. Other than that, these will get painted. These are the like roll up doors for the front of the roundhouse. Obviously, there's 5 of those. Overhead stall doors. And the other thing that's cool about this kit too is that everything is labeled. Like if you look, everything has a label. So I highly recommend, if you guys are looking to get a roundhouse kit and you don't have the designing efforts that say somebody like Rich does, this is a good kit to have, and it's a fun build. It's a really fun build. I really like it. I've been having a lot of fun with it so far, and it's been a blast. So if you guys think about getting one, I highly recommend talking to Al or giving Millhouse River, Studios a call. Again, if you guys need the website, I can pop it in here for you if it's something that you're interested in. Al is a fantastic guy, and another cool thing about Al is that he checks in after he makes a purchase to make sure that everything that you ordered and you understand everything. He's a great guy. And watching the Illinois Railway Museum cam, and they just started up BNN 996. Oh, very nice, Chris. That's awesome. I can't wait for the day I have a big layout and can build a roundhouse. So, Dano, how big is your layout right now that you have? Just put one in. Just put an extension on. Just cut a wall down. When I first did this one, I didn't think I was going to put one in. I had just like whisker tracks going back. I was like, it's kind of cool, but then I started doing some measuring, and I was like, wait a second. 5x12. Just put a small one in, man. You can do it. You don't need a roundhouse. Just put in a turntable. You got it. How many stalls can your locomotives fit? I have 5 stalls on that one. 5 stalls in the roundhouse, and then 6 extra stalls that will be outside that will be able to hold engines, and then another auxiliary that'll just hold like trucks and things like that. Nice Sedano. 2027, I'm building my train room. 2026 is the house. Like I said before, dude, priorities, man. Priorities. I salute you. Anybody have any engines on order that's coming this year? One second, guys. Sorry, I'm just texting someone. 2 chargers from Third Rail. Nice. Chris Scott says, not that I know of. Can we change that? Chris, do you go to York? And what do you model? What do you like to model? What railroad? I put a Y track instead of a turntable. I don't have room either. That's cool to do too. And that's initially what I did. I put coming off of the inside loop here, the one the daylight's on, it splits off and then it wide, and then I had 2 over here and 2 on this side that ran off to just kind of be like a makeshift yard. Dell says Vision Line Hudson on pre-order. Which one did you get? I have a Vision Line Hudson on order. I have 1, maybe 2. But I keep getting made fun of for the second one. I have the pacemaker on order, Dell. You should get the Toronto Hamilton. You are getting the Toronto Hamilton in Buffalo. Awesome. Don left the sprinklers on, like I said. That's awesome. I remember, Don, you said, or not Don, Big Rich. Don, I did remember you saying about the A6 custom run. Are those in? Craig ordered the Christmas Hudson? Message retracted? Maybe he did. Maybe he didn't. I have the pacemaker and the black PT tender one. Ooh, Aaron, you got the same one I got on order. Very cool. The black PT tender. Let me check it out. What am I doing here? It's hard to believe that it feels like that catalog has been out forever for the Vision line. It's been a year in October. It just feels like it's been out longer than that. The PT tender. So you got 5401. Is that the one that you got, Aaron? Craig got the Christmas Train World Hudson. Cool. Scott says, I like to model like the Branson Scenic Railroad, Albany Smoky Valley Railroad in Kansas. I'm going for Illinois Railroad Museum. Those are the ones that I'm going for. That's cool, Scott. Chris Scott, 2 first names. That's awesome, dude. I've never heard of those. Very cool. Different. I like different. I'm slacking. I don't have anything pre-ordered. Sedano. Aren't you a Pensy guy? Yeah, it is. It is, Aaron. It's the 5401 with the PT tender. I have a PT tender on my Dreyfus. It's cool. I like it. I don't use the water scoop much on it, though. I mean, it's okay. That Toronto Hamilton one's pretty cool, though. I do like that. That's different. 'Tis different. Big Rich. Wave to Big Rich. Sure, we'll wave at you with a robot. Philly Rail, what's going on, man? Sedana, what do you collect? NNW? And what else? Philly, I have GG1, the superset on order. Which superset? The GG1 and the superset. They had a superset GG1? What do you guys think about Third Rail F7s? They're beautiful. They're beautiful. Do they need maintenance? They might. I'm not sure. I'm not real familiar with a lot of their stuff, but they could. Excuse me. CNO, B&O. What is it with you guys and your freaking B&O? I'm kidding. I like CNO and B&O. You missed out on the water effects. The GG1 freight superset. That'll be cool, Philly Rail. I like that. Jake's Trains. Western Maryland, Jake. We love you, buddy. Do you have 1309? In my opinion, it was a terrible model. They did a terrible job with that. I would have been so upset if that would have been me. Wanting Western Maryland. I would have been so upset about that. Because that's an iconic engine. How can you just butcher that thing like they did? What do they have to say for themselves? Crazy. It is horrible. You're right. The detail on the front, just the front end alone, is terrible. It's a heck of a puller, though. Body odor railroad. Hope Lionel does another run of the K4s. Are they due? Yeah. I think I would rather see. Oh, Sam, I got your message just now. Boom. Sent to you, Sam. Yeah, I got offered 1309 and all the cars for 1500, so I passed. I would have passed too. They didn't even have enough cars either. What they have? How many passenger cars did they release? 4, 5? The best locomotive MTH has is the Union Pacific Big Boy 4014, and it has the shitty gloss to it. The shitty gloss, shiny gloss. Is that the Mike Wolf version? I almost bought that. I had a deal on one. K&R, you answered several questions above. Probably. I'm losing it, dude. If you're talking to me. I am jealous. I'm jealous you're getting the high end set, Rich. I think that's awesome. That's going to be super cool. That's going to make a lot of noise. You're going to wake the neighbors with that engine going down your rails. 5 cars. Yeah, 5 cars? Like, come on. Sedano, you know he was a gang of pre-orders. Nice. Would like to see MTH bring back the 464 Hiawatha on the Seaboard. I don't think they'll do that anytime soon since Lionel just did it. And I think Lionel might have the tooling for that. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. Western Maryland Jake, 2 packs and then the dome. Yeah, it's just they weren't thinking when they did that. Sedanos, I'm happy with the 1309. The way I see it, Lionel won't make it again, so it's close enough. Haha. I don't know why I said haha. I mean, even if you wanted to, too, I guess you could put some details on the front of that thing. But is the whistle right? Because that kind of had an NNW hooter to it, didn't it? I think the 4014 is Mike Wolf MTH, but I'm not 100% sure. I could have got one of those. I don't know if he still has it or not. The only thing that bothers me with the MTH version is it just the sound is so thin. Like, it's a big boy, dude. I got you, Sam. Roundhouse questions. Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah. Rich, you got yours really quick. And Rich got some only a few Alaska cars. Okay. You're an Alaska boy. Oh gosh, I want an Alaskan engine too. I want some F7s, F3s, F7s. I'm fine with using my Western Maryland Madisons as scenic cars. I don't know when those are coming out from. I have some Western Maryland ones on order from Muffin, and I thought about canceling them. Should I cancel them, Jake? What do I pull with it? I don't have any Western Maryland engines. I just like the West. I just like the way they looked. I like the green. Big Rich, he has a layout for it. Way to go. He does, man. He's got a killer layout. JD Stuck had all kinds of problems with his MTH. Did he really? Oh, you know what? You're right. I think I did see on a video once where he had to send that back a couple times, 2 or 3 times. 12 cars is a long train, Rich, but it's going to look really nice on your layout. Should we give the daylight a hoot? It's turned down. You guys probably can't hear it. Let's turn the smoke unit on. Why not? Not a fan of MTH, sir. That's one thing that I've noticed. Either people are fans of MTH or they're not. There's no like in between, in my opinion. I do want to see some. I want to see some different engines come out this next catalog. I want to see some. We know we talked about the A2 Burke. I'd love to have that. Big Rich, yeah, man, you're right. Do not cancel them, he says. MTH made a 5-car set, a 2-car add-on, and express reefers years back, and this would be a second time they've been ran. They're pretty hard to find. I ordered, Jake, I ordered all 7. I ordered the whole set. And they're paid for. That's the best part. They're paid for. Because when I bought them, I just like put in the information, whatever. I was like, they'll charge me later. And then I got whacked. I was like, looked at my account and I'm like, why am I missing so much money? And that was why. So at that point, I was like, oh man, it's a big hit. But now I'm like, okay, cool. So when they come in, they come in. So I guess I'm keeping them then. So when I get them, I'll have to show those guys off. Is it because MTH is way more expensive? Maybe that's why they don't like it because of the No, Chris, I don't think that's the reason. I think a lot of the reason is because sounds. Guys don't like the sounds. They don't like the drawbar. That's at least for me. I'm not a fan of the drawbar, but I wanted a daylight, and I knew that I wasn't going to get a vision line. Speaking of, he's smoking like a chimney back here. It's funny when you hit the labor drift or the labor. Thing smokes like a cannon. KNR, it's too damn finicky. I have DD40 AXDCs being repaired now. I just got my S2 diesel switched back. It fried day 2 new. I would be pissed. I would be pissed. I'm not familiar with the drawbars getting loose. However, I don't like how long the drawbars are on some of these engines, especially some of these like the daylight here. It's not bad, but I think they could. I'm gonna try to find some ones that are smaller, maybe like 30 millimeter. I think this one might be like 45 or 50. But again, it's for curve, for radiuses. Looks good smoking on your layout. Thanks, Rich. Everything looks good smoking on everybody's layout. It's the best part, right? What's your guys' favorite Steam feature in an engine? Obviously, would have to be Lionel because MTH doesn't have really crazy Steam features. You have a drawbar to replace. Is it a shorter one or just it's just a bad drawbar? Mad Mike, are you still on here? I know you're texting me, but are you still on here? Where's Zach at tonight? He doesn't want to pop on. And if you guys haven't already joined Zach's Discord, please do. I'll put the link in the description here, or the link in the I say link in the description. The link in the chat here. So here it is again. The Model Railroad Show. What's going on, dude? Thanks for stopping by. How are you this evening? We're just talking about some MTH and drawbar issues and other fun stuff. Now, one thing we won't talk about tonight, which somebody already mentioned earlier, they're getting the GG1 set, which I think is awesome, is we're not going to talk about GG1s tonight. I just got a whiff of cinders, Mike, if you're in here. It smells super good. It's my one thing with MTH is they're smokers, man. They're good smokers. Sam's still here. Awesome, dude. Got your text. 50 millimeter drawbar. Yeah, I'd like to get like a 35. If you can see. Hold on a minute. Let's back this puppy up. Thing's been running in one direction for the last I mean, I don't know if you guys can see that, but that gap's not bad. Like, that's not a terrible gap, but I would like to button it up a little bit closer, maybe to like into here, and I think a 35 millimeter will do that. But you just can't go wrong. Like, this model is super nice. It really, really is, and it's really heavy. It's one of my favorites. But again, MTH, it's like, put two speakers in these things. Like, you have one speaker. I'm wondering where James is too tonight. I need to get my history lesson. Just finishing up work, catching up on the YouTubes. Nice, dude. Thanks for stopping in, man. I appreciate it. MTH do smoke great. Some of the older Protosound stuff smokes really good. So I'm guessing I'll just bring 1309 when you get your Western Maryland passenger cars. Yeah, dude. We'll have to have a party up here. Western Maryland, Jake, where are you located, if you don't mind putting it into chat? If you don't, I completely understand. But send it to me on Discord. Ringing bell. Wells, Lifka, how's it going, man? Thanks for popping in. Have I seen HOE8? No, I have not seen that, Chris. I have not seen that. Jake says, nah, he's got to get a Pacific now to pull those past cars. Can I get a Pacific or can I get a consolidation? Can I get away with a consolidation? I might have to get a Pacific. Thanks, man. Jake, thank you. It's got the same replacement. They have like 5, 6 sizes you can order. They do. Are they in stock right now, Rich? Because every time I go to look, I can't find any. Maybe I'm not looking in the right spots. But I thought maybe I'd just wait to a train show. Maybe if I can see if I can find somebody that's selling some. Let's get this guy taken off here.
Now departing for San Antonio on track 2. Train number 2, the Sunset Limited.
Sorry, turn him down a little bit, guys. If that's too loud in the background, guys, let me know. So, Jake, technically I can. So it looks like that I'm going to have to. Are you going to York? We might have to find me a Western Maryland, man. Or do you have any leads on a Western Maryland? I wouldn't mind a Pacific. Chris, Lionel needs to add the BNSF 6976. You should see the pictures of the BNS 696. It's a very nice paint job. Do you have pictures, Chris? Because if you do, send them to that email. I'd like to see it. RS3s and GP7s also pulled them. Okay. GP7s are cool, but I like Steam. I wouldn't mind an RS or a GP7 or an RS3. Did anything from Norfolk and Western ever pull any of that stuff? Jake? Or did they ever run over into their territory? Found all the sizes the other day. Ordered his and got it 2 days later. Oh, nice, KNR. I might have to look at that. Send me a message. Let me know where you got them. I'd like to get some. Everything is starting to sound the same. Not that Lionel is any better. Yeah, I mean, yeah, the chuffs and stuff. If that's what you're referring to, Slycat, is that what you're referring to? And if you could reiterate what you mean by everything starting to sound the same. You just can't find a pic of an H9 pulling passengers, but smaller H classes did. Okay, Jake. I'll be at York. Awesome. Sweet. And yes, you do. That's dangerous. Jake's going to lead me to the best deal on a Shay. Oh, you're getting a Western Maryland Shay. Big Rich, I did get your pick. You use Rock Island, I can connect in the ugly C420. That thing is the nose on that thing, dude. It's like a thing needs a nose job. Look at that. Look at that Rock Island behind there. That's beautiful. Is that an RS1? That looks like an RS1. With the old steam locomotive cab looking thing. They're beautiful. I like RS1s. Very cool, dude. I love it. HMS Junior 01, JR 01. NNW did have Shays. They mainly hauled coal. And thanks for popping on, dude. They hauled coal. Okay. I mean, it makes sense. Jake helped Zach from Jokers locate a couple Black Bonnet K-Line passenger cars, Black Rock and Black Valley. There you go, brother. All diesel, all steam and diesel sound the same. From Lionel, Slycat? NNW in Western Maryland met in Hagerstown, but wasn't until diesel era you saw them mixed up. So that no steam ran over there, Jake. Like no J's, no A's, no Y6Bs. Obviously, probably no Y6Bs. K2s. Model Railroad Shop says, put the pick up. What pick you looking for, buddy? KNR order direct from MTH Parts. Oh, Mom, we'll just do that. I'll just hit those guys up. That's the one that doesn't connect talking to my friend about it. I know. Yeah, Steam did run in Hagerstown. Regrets. Jake got some info for. Jake's got a lot of info. He's my Western Maryland brother. Bro, if I find a PS3 new in box for 900 again, Sedano will be the first to know. Making deals. Slycat, MTH, Lionel has too much talk. You mean like Road Talk or not Road Talk? Crew Talk Dialogue? The one he just emailed me? He emailed me a picture of a. You probably can't see it. Look at that guy. 420 Monon. And it's a Monon. It's even better that it's a Monon. I love it. Lionel to change voice characters every Here, Don, I will say this. I agree with you. They need to change up the dialogue of who it's in it. And they need to stop using like Ryan, Kunkel, and Dave. We don't need to hear their voices. We hear them enough. Use other people that work at Lionel. So voices we don't recognize. My opinion. Just because like you can do it with your use your voice doesn't mean you have to. Use other people. Like, stop it. They interchange with Western Maryland. No NNW Steel in Western Maryland pass. Good to know, because I was going to pull some Western Maryland with a A-class, but I'm not going to do that now. I mean, I can. It's my railroad, right? He educated me on Zach's Discord. Very cool. Goobers Trains. LOR, your favorite railroad. Okay, guys, here's a question for you. What is your least favorite railroad? Least favorite. Mine's Amtrak. Even though I like the F40s. But I'm going to have to say Amtrak. The J's, Y6Bs, and Class A's did run into Hagerstown in the late period of NNW Steam era. Okay. Amrec. MTH sound the same. They do. Line out too much. Why? Did I hear somewhere that MTH is changing stuff up? Is that just me? They're going to start. Oh, the custom run. That's a sweet shade, dude. Thanks, Sam. That's awesome. I like it. Amtrak. Getting a lot of Amtrak. I'll pull Husky stats with the 2.8. Get one of those little dockside switchers, Sedano, and pull some like auto racks or something with it. I might take heat for this, but he says Conrail. Yeah, I could take heat for it. You don't like it, you don't like it. Nothing wrong with that. If you don't like it, you don't like it. I don't know if there's a railroad that I really just despise. I will say this, and I've said this in the past on a couple live streams before. For some reason, when I used to shop at my local train shop, he always said that everyone, not everyone, but a majority of people just really dislike New York Central. And we're in New York Central territory. Like, for some reason, it was like Pensy. Like, New York Central had no place in the Pensy territory, even though it went through here. Like, the Newberry Yard that's right down the road here, a lot of New York Central, they had rights down here, and they traveled through here through Jersey Shore, PA, not the Jersey Shore, through here, and then up north. But people, for some reason, and even though like my grandfather took a massive amount of pictures of New York Central engines, that I'm trying to look and see, like Mohawks and Alcos and all that kind of stuff. But for some reason, people just don't like New York Central. Ferromex, yeah, I don't like Ferromex. I don't like anything new. And newer, I mean like 2005 and on. I have some SD70 Max BNSF that I want to sell. I want to get rid of them. It's one powered and one super bass. I can't stand Ferromex. I shouldn't say I can't stand it. I just don't like it. It's too new. Sitz Trains is adding new sound files, some of his MTH. Yep, he is, from what I hear. And I'm sure he can do it easily. He's like the guru. Big Rich, you're selling your MTH GS? Which one? What road number? As mine passes by, saying don't sell me. Mike doesn't like the UP. Okay. I'd like a 412 too. UP 9000. Those Hudsons were amazing, man. Hudsons were great. And I keep getting flack for this all the time. Like, I like the Dreyfus. I like the Vanderbilts, I just the Hudsons in general. They were great engines. They were workhorses. I know a lot of stuff was, but like, how can you hate on it? Penske and New York Central have historically always battled. They have, Sam, absolutely. And then when they merged into Penn Central, and it just became an utter disaster of a merge, of a bankruptcy. I'm close to Jersey Shore. The Jersey Shore, right? There you go. My dad was a New York boy and loved New York Central, but I never cared for it. I love New York Central. Back in the days, the Western Maryland and Norfolk and Western would run mixed power up over the Collinsville sub back in the late 60s and in the mid to late 70s and very early 80s until the line was abandoned by Chessie System. Well, since James isn't on here tonight, we're getting our history lessons, which is awesome. I love it. Big Rich's favorite, SP, Western Pacific. I don't know much about the Western Pacific. UP and Santa Fe. Santa Fe I like. I do like some Santa Fe. A lot of people hate Penn Central, and I don't know why. A lot of people hate Penn Central. For some reason, most Santa Fe Steam all look the same to me. I don't hate them. I just don't let it do it for me. They do look the same. Like, are you talking like the 484s or even the 210-4s? Because they do. They were all based off of one, like, real solid design. The mating worms line is Penn Central. Salty. Doesn't like his Penn Central. Big Rich. Oh, yeah, dude. Half bankrupt railroads, Don. 2.5 bankrupt. Don't make one successful one. Exactly. 2 half bankrupt railroads don't make a successful one. Exactly. Alaska, Santa Fe, Southern Pacific, UP. Cotton Belt? BC Rail. Hey, they were actually one of the ones I was looking at getting an engine from Third Rail with some BC Rail, but I pulled out of it. I don't know why. I just did. Or 2 worms. Fuck. Oh, Jesus. I sent you an H9 for sale on Discord. What? You guys are killing me here. You're killing me. What's the price of this, Jake? I love you guys, but you're killing me. Proto Sound 2. That's nice. I think there's some consolidations coming out. Some 280s. Like, obviously, this is a 280. I think they're like $800. However, if there was one Western Maryland engine that you think would be really good pull in those, Jake, what do you think it would be? Steam engine wise, a Pacific? If there's a Pacific coming out, maybe I'll get one of those. Boy, I keep seeing Penn Central in here. I dig the orange and black wheeling. Like, yeah, it's got that Rio Grande look to it, man. UP mainly because of all the big unusual engines. Yeah. We'll see the smaller steam. I'd have the Vision Line Santa Fe from a few years ago. It was pretty cool. Big Rich, that's right. Cotton Belt. I forgot. Cotton Belt. All right. That's like an SP. Didn't they have like the SP paint scheme at one on some of their diesels, like the gray? Sedano. Jake will find you anything. He loves spending other people's money. He does, as he just confirmed. M2 Challenger. Nice. Okay. Just pre-order Penske F7 AB from Third Rail. Gonna give them a shot. Look nice. Keith, very, very good choice, my friend. Very good choice. They split Conrail between CSX and Norfolk Southern because neither of them wanted a full of a disaster on rails. Conbelt was a subsidiary of SP. That makes sense. Responsibility. That makes sense. I know we talk about this every episode. Whitewell engine, one engine. What is it, guys? That you don't have. That you don't have. I appreciate you, Mike. I really do. Thank you so much. You're one of my best friends now. The P47 Western Maryland MTH, it is nice, but it's not a true W steamer. The H9 is a true MSC. Okay. Sedano wants a yellow belly. Won't that be a beautiful engine to be done? CC2. Mike, we just talked about this. Mike and I are both looking for a CC2. I've got Bernsey to buy shit twice. What did you make Bernsey buy twice? C&O Legacy Berkshire? Is there any more of those left? Bro. Right here. Mike's American Fire Trains. Buy it. C&O Burke. C&O Burke. Allegheny Yellow Belly. A lot of people want the Allegheny. Yellow Belly. I'd like a Yellow Belly. Penn Central GP38. Good for you, Don Peck. I can't say the Whitewell because they are on eBay right now, and I don't want to attract attention to them. You don't want it to come up in your algorithm. That's why. I saw CC2 at Allentown show last year. 1,500. 1,500? That's a decent deal. A CC2 would look great on both Mike's layouts. Thanks, Sedano. Making me spend money. The P47 is a heavy Pacific. Western Maryland only had light Pacifics. Weaver made one a while back. See, if I can find something that was prototypical that the Western Maryland Road or had, I would probably get it. But I'm not just going to get something that says Western Maryland on it just because it says that on it and they didn't use it. He needs a scale. Weaver LV, Lehigh Valley John Wilkes, and Weaver Reading Pacific. What about a Crusader? What do you guys think about the Crusader? More streamlined, obviously. I have a feeling that the Crusader is going to come back because if you guys looked in the last, I think it might have been 20, was it volume 1 of this year, 2025, that had the Crusader paint scheme. I think they're going to bring it. I think they're going to bring that back. I think that might be the next, that might be another steam engine. If, from what I was told, if they release the T1s and they're doing Reading, why not go all in and do a Crusader? I think that would happen. The John Wilkes would be cool. I can't see them doing that though. That's a very, very like. I mean, I can see them doing, but I can't see. That's one of those engines. Like you don't want to see engines being done all the time. You know, we want to see some stuff that we're not typically getting. And a John Wilkes is one of those. However, you know, it's you like that find the search to find something like that because the Weaver one's really nice. Waiting for someone to make a correct J1 and 484 Potomac with correct features. Okay. Rich, thanks for coming on, man. Good to see you. We'll see you on the next one. Yeah, the Reading Crusader. Exactly. Weaver's is nice. Salty's still here. Yeah, dude. He's in the background. He's doing his thing, man. You have a John Wilkes, nice, good runner. Very cool. Next time, man. Absolutely. Thank you. If you guys haven't already, hit the like button. Subscribe to Z channel. I'm only at 109 subs, but 190, but that's okay. Like I've always said, this isn't about me. It's about you guys. It's about all of us. I'd say one of my white whales. I know we've talked about this. It's funny how we kind of circle back. I like a Commodore Vanderbilt, man. I don't know why. I know people make fun of me for it and like whatever. A New York Central Mercury would be cool. However, the New York Central Mercury, I don't like I'm not a big fan of the front end of that. I kind of like the bobsled look of the front end of the Vanderbilts, or as Zach would call it, the upside down bathtub. Dude, you're good, right? You're Salty. You're good. I said right, Salty, because Big Rich did. It's all good, man. Just glad to see you here. Model Railroad. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Much appreciated. We're trying to hit the 200. That's the goal. So if not, tell your friends. If you guys are enjoying this tonight, let me know. If there's something that you want to see, do you want me to change out an engine? Do you want me to switch something out? Tell me what you think. Should we switch an engine out? Get this. Should we keep the daylight running, or do you want me to run something else? I can get something on the inside rail running if you want me to. I got some Erie F7 units. I got some Santa Fe. We were talking Santa Fe earlier. Have some Blue Bonnets. Rayo Grands. Erie Decapod. 765. New York Central. Got a couple UP over here. Or if you want to see something out of the inside run, got an L1, I got an M1. Big boy. You guys don't want to see a big boy, though. Here, let's do this. How about we run the, oh, geez. How about we run the Mountain? You guys want to see the Mountain run? New Haven Mountain? Let's get him going. Here's a fun fact, guy. When my grandfather, he used to go up, you can see this picture here. It's probably hard to see with the glare, but he was on this train here. He hopped on one of the cars to take a picture of these Alcos coming this way. So he literally just jumped on the train to take a picture and jumped off. Crazy. People were crazy back then. It was so cool. James, what's up, man? We were just talking about you earlier. We needed a lesson. People are saying the Erie or the Mountain. What do you guys want, the Erie or the Mountain? Rob, what's going on? Some of you guys, I feel like, have you been in here earlier, or am I just missing you? What do you guys want? Do you want the New Haven Mountain, or do you want Big Rich wants the mountain? All right, let's get the mountain going. Erie F units. All right, let's take a poll here. Goodness gracious. We got 2 on the mountain. Oh, we got 3 on the mountain. Let's do the mountain tonight. I'll get you next time, Aaron. Stand by, guys. All right, we got the mountain going. 3324, New Haven. Sorry, boys. Probably one of my recent favorites. You'll see it popping by here soon, shortly. Where's she at? Oh, it's coming. Big rip. Oh, am I going? I'm going the wrong way. There it is. Yes, Rich, I did get your picture. I think it's great. Thing looks like it needs a nose job. The Mr. Muffin. Yeah, the B&O is nice. I do like his mountain. That's beautiful. Ugly Steam. The B&O Lord Baltimore. That was one ugly engine. Lord Baltimore. I know that one. James, no, that is that's a Lionel Legacy. Just came out about a month ago. That is a Legacy, my friend. Beautiful engine. Very nice engine. If I would have got that one, I would have got the B&O. I have no B&O, guys. No B&O and no B&O engines on my roster. Next month, guys, you will be seeing the turbine, the S2, the 6200 with those smoke lifters. The Pennsy, that is going to be, if it's on schedule to be delivered, that'll be here. I think September 11th was supposed to be, so probably the end of the month, end of September. I was thinking about getting the mountain, or I feel like I need the exact set. I'll probably be happy with the M1A. M1As are beautiful, absolutely. I need to get a little bit more of my Pennsy collection with the turbine coming. I got a lead on a J1, and I could probably get a good deal on a Decapod, a 210L. But I just feel like those engines, I would almost need 2 of those, or at least 2 L1s, Mikados, to lash up. But we'll see. But I do need to get an I1 and the J1. The J1 is one of my white whales. If I had to say, it's probably one of my white whales. They're just brutes. They look freaking. They're sick. They're super sick. Those with the long haul tenders. They're just awesome engines. Love it. The MacArthur S1. Okay. Oh, the ugly steam. Sorry, Brig Rich. I just saw. What is this garbage? Dude, that is more than just ugly steam. Why would you? that's that's hideous for sure. Rich, that's hideous. Johnny Toy Fanatic. What is up, dude? Good to see you. I'm a little sauced, so John, I hope you're having a great evening. Thanks for popping on, dude. It means a lot. You order anything from Muffin lately? Yeah, you can't have too many I1s. I don't have any I1s. I know somewhere where I can get a couple, but it's just timing. Someone says Muffin and Sean shows up. It's true. What are you talking about, man? Muffin will take care of you to the day you die. He will be there for you for all your train needs, and he will give you the best deals, and he won't question anything. I got like 4 or 5 emails out to that guy. He hasn't responded to me yet. He might be busy. I understand. Or do I? Yeah, John, you know we have to go there. Dell's right. We have to. Anytime we can just dig in, we do it. John. Oh, that's great, dude. That's fantastic. I love that. So what we're running tonight, boys, if you just joined on, we're running the MTH Daylight Proto Sound 3 with some Santa Fe plated passenger cars, 7 of them. 7 of them. And a Lionel Legacy New Haven Mountain. Pulling some mixed 2-bay fish belly hoppers. J1As are awesome, man. J1As are beautiful engines. The daylight number, the only one that matters, 4449. Which that's not true. 4458 would be cool too. I like the obscure numbers sometimes. I know a lot of guys with like the big boys, they get 4014. I have 4012. I had nothing but problems with my 4014 when I got it. I'm actually thankful that I got it switched out to the 4012. Sent that back to Lionel 3 times. And by the third time, it's like, at that point in time when I did that, was that a year ago? Over a year ago. It's up to you about like, do you want a refund or what do we do here? That policy could have changed though. And you're selling yours, Rich? You said you're selling your GS4? Do you have the cars with it? Excuse me. I have some of the MTH cars with this one, but I didn't get them out just because I'm lazy. I can't wait till this is all covered. I got to get some skirting. It drives me nuts. I hate people seeing the filth underneath my layout. I hate it. And guys, if you are not subscribed to any of the fine young gentlemen that you see here in the chat, look them up and give them a like, give them a follow, give them a thumbs up, give them a follow, or yeah, I said follow. Give them a sub, give them a subscription. These guys earn it. I've got some pretty nice videos of my J's. I actually put the pair of them away. I was using them to test and adjust our new one. I think, John, I think I was watching some of your videos on your J. Do you have the 2019 release or do you have the 2011 release? But I think the ones you have obviously both have the cylinder reciprocating steam, if I'm correct. And what road numbers do you have? Because I feel like I've watched the video of yours and they're just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. By York, 2 months from now, I'll have one in my possession, which I'm very thankful for. That's clutter, Mike, and it is clutter, Don. You're right. You can see it. It's just totes. But once I get, well, the reason this isn't closed off yet, if you can see right here, you can see this walkway. Because for a long time, right underneath this base was my pop out. So I was coming in underneath here, going in underneath and coming out to do work over here. But now I have to climb up on top because of this. That's the only downfall that I have with going on here now is that if I want to do like some track cleaning or get back in here, I have to get on the track or figure out a way to like maneuver myself to get over here. Over here, it's not bad. So if you look, you can actually kneel down on these roads because they're super sturdy and I can reach all the stuff that's over in here. I can hit the back wall. You know, I can get kind of like right about into this area here. But when I get over to here, I start to get into some a little bit of troubles going around the curves here to about right in there to about right where that Great Northern car is, that red one there. Right about here, right about there. Basically pretty close to where the daylight is right now. So here I have to kind of figure it out. I did get one of the Lionel track cleaning cars just to kind of be able to clean that stuff. However, I want to make sure that when I'm in that area or when I get this area done, it's as much low maintenance as it possibly can. And that's one of the reasons why I designed it. So a lot of it's open in the inside, obviously the big opening in the inside. Well, so I have the ability to kind of reach everything because from here to the wall, I can reach. From here to the wall, I can reach. You know, I can reach all of this in here, that kind of thing, and all this stuff in here. Even over in there, I can kind of bend up on that road right here and go into it, and it makes it a lot easier. It makes it 100 times easier. Let's see that track cleaner. I don't have the track cleaner car yet. Sean, what's going on, man? Thanks for popping in. Chad's Trains, what's up, dude? Nice cold drag. Where's the caboose? Every cold drag needs a caboose. I don't have it on there right now. I got a Boston and Albany caboose right here, though. I know some of you guys were asking about my roads. I'm going to show them to you here quick so you guys can get a peek. Refrigerator. It'd be a terrible idea if I got a refrigerator. I'd never leave down here. This was supposed to be a bathroom. This was a bathroom. And my wife said, absolutely not, because I'll never see you ever again. She's not wrong. So, guys, my roads. What I was talking earlier is what I do is with my roads is this is all joint compound or drywall patch. And I lay it out, I smooth it out, and then the color that I use it's by Apple Barrel. It's called Elephant Gray that I use for the gray of the roads. Now, this road isn't weathered yet, so excuse it. It looks a little too clean. But all of these lines, I use painter's tape, and I go all the way up, and I do every single line by hand. By God, oh boy, we're derailing. Well, we just derailed. That's all right. But anyway, let me back this up. Sorry, guys. 1 second. Sometimes this lip bridge can be a little funky. 1 second, guys. I apologize for the inconvenience here. Let me back him up. Get a top creeper. I've seen those, Don. Yeah. Yeah, it's the thing. It's putting it somewhere. It's something else I gotta like put away. Roads look great. Thanks, John. Get this mountain to come back here, guys. Momentarily, stand by. Get this fixed up. Get this thing pulling. These mountains are polars too. I will say that. Jeez. Yeah, those topside creepers would definitely be good for club layouts, for sure. Thank God for instances like this where it's all right, so back to the road here. So again, what I use, like I said, elephant gray, and then this is all done by hand with painter's tape. Obviously smoothed out and sanded, and then I try to put like little cracks, crevices, some potholes. You can see like a giant pothole up here because, you know, we live in Pennsylvania. But over here you can see a little bit better. This one's a little bit more detailed and weathered. Coming in here to the gas station and the welding center. But I wanted my roads to be a little bit more prototypical to like Pennsylvania. But I think this is like a daffodil. I think a daffodil color in yellow, but any color that works for you is great. And any color of white. Like I said, you can, like I said before, you can weather these any way that you like it. Any way that it looks good for you, like coming out of here, you know, that kind of thing. And all of these rocks or these stones, this is just sifted screenings that I got from a local quarry, and I sifted it down to the proper texture that I wanted. So that's kind of like how I do that, and you know, little scenes like that. And then inside the buildings, you can kind of see I detailed all of this stuff. Well, here I can do this. You can see the detail, and then you can see the welders doing their thing, and the welder on the inside. Have all that hooked up to different switches. Animation's kind of cool. I don't do a lot of it, but certain scenes, I kind of like to have that. But yeah, that's kind of like how I do my roads. If you guys ever want to have want me to do a tutorial of breaking it down for you or helping you do it, I'd be, you know, more than happy to help you do it. It's just time consuming more than anything. It's but it's fun. You know, it's rewarding at the end. It's definitely rewarding at the end. Let these guys run a little bit here. You mix the paint in with compound, then paint it, or lay it white, then paint the white comp. So basically, what I do is I do the joint compound, sand it down, and then I paint it. I have a track compound, or not a track compound. Hold on a second, something was bumping here. I have a template that I use, kind of like up to scale. I kind of figured out how the scale was. I think it's like 5.5 inches or whatever. And then I would draw my lines with a pencil, kind of like stencil everything out. And then I would do, if it's going to be a double line, if it's going to be a single line, those types of things. And I would just kind of go off of that. But again, it's your world. However you want to create it, it's however you want to create it. And a lot of the stuff that happened on the inside there that you saw with the potholes, that was just like spots where it just wasn't settling right, and it wasn't working. So it's like, well, let me just make it into a pothole, because that's kind of how like PA is anyway. So, did you do shirts? Do I do shirts? I don't have any shirts. I don't think people would want a tattoo train shirts. I mean, if they would, that'd be awesome. I would do them. Sean, thank you, man. I appreciate it. Mike's layout's badass. Thanks, Mike. I appreciate it. I appreciate it, guys, tremendously. Back on the inside here. The other thing, too, is like having duck unders, but it's funny because like every time that you want to, that you're running doing a live stream or running trains, that's the only time that things go wrong. Like stuff starts to run wonky. I mean, look at this. Check this out. Like, explain how this just happened. Like, how did that happen? Look at that. I got freaking cars in the middle lane here. Good Lord. Prepare for disasters, I guess, right? But again, that's why I have everything's within reach. Everything's within reach. The wedding scene is awesome. Thanks, Dell. Appreciate it. That's just something that kind of like came to me. I was like, let's see what I can do here. And it turned out all right. Back under here. If these trains are too loud, let me know. Love the curves with the old style cable guide. Yeah, tried to go for that, old look. Make videos, and I appreciate it. Oh, dude, thanks so much, Rich. That's awesome. Dude, you got the cool name, Tattoo Trains. That would be wild. Hell, I'm going to make some train shirts. Yeah, dude, there you go. Call RJ Corman. I just don't have enough people that would, that follow me to want to be able to do that kind of thing. You know what I mean? Which is fine. Like I said, that's cool. I'm all for it. I appreciate the new subs, guys. Some of you guys have popped on here. Yes, like that. I had a crazy derailment. Like my switch was like activated to go in the inside where the daylight was, and prototypical, right? That stuff happens. We do got our group, Rich. You're right, brother. I would do a print on demand. It's just if I could get enough people to get some. If people would want them, that's the thing. I appreciate you guys more than you know. It's like every time I hear a bump, it's like, is something going to pop off the track? Oh, so going to York, I really don't think I need to be looking for anything because I feel like, sorry, I'm just making sure nothing's like being weird. I feel like I have all the engines that I want to get for this year. These mighty go to print on demand, or they just doesn't cost a thing. That's true. That's how my shirts are mic'd there. I mean, people buy them, do it. You guys are convincing me. I just got to get a cool design. I have a girl that she's a really good designer. She's an artist, and she makes some really cool stuff. She actually did my logo in like 5 minutes, if that. Cool. My new slogan sometimes, you got to derail to stay on track. Don't be a train wreck. Good one, Rich. I like that. You need tank cars. I need to get some tank cars. Some of my white whale rolling stock is some tank train. Tankers. I'd like to get some of those. Guys, I've been like going through the whiskey tonight. What are you guys doing to me? I mean, you ain't doing anything, but like, holy cow. Get that logo and a nice quality ping and vector and you're golden. Yeah, if you guys, I don't, you guys can't really see it, but the train actually has tattoos on it. The locomotive. You probably can't really see it because it's so small, but it actually has tattoos. Because, I mean, I'm covered in tattoos. It's funny because like when I wanted to start doing a live, I'm like, you know what, I'm going to go on a whim here. And I know a lot of these other guys like Mike's Trains and Joker and all these guys get all these like people that come on and watch their streams and things like that. And it's humbling to see, I look and I see 30 people that are online right now. And it really means a lot to me, guys. Like it really, really does. What started from, a table with some track going around it turned into meeting some of my best friends. How deep is my love for Western Marine? I thought about getting it. Well, the cool thing is the first tattoo that I got was, you guys can probably see it. Oh, from that angle, it's bad. My grandfather, if you can see the train tracks here going up my arm, right through here. This is kind of like a memorial for him because he loved the railroad. And this here is a World War II soldier. My other grandfather on my mom's side, the trains was my dad's side, but the World War II figure on my mom's side, he was in the Battle of the Bulge in World War II. And he was shot. He didn't get killed, but he was shot and he was injured. But I had them walking to, you can't really see into it, like a sunset style thing. So like I always have the train tracks were just something subtle that reminded me of him. And people are like, you need to get another rail in the middle for 3. And I'm like, get out of here. Like, what the fuck's wrong with you? Chooch, what's up, dude? Big Rich, yeah, I saw you talking about getting that Halloween set. That would be awesome, dude. You should do that. If you can find it, get it. How's it going tonight, Cheech? What are you up to? We're just talking smack. Actually, we're talking about. We're kind of like, we're relaxing a little bit and talking about some deeper things. Tell me how you feel. Aaron, did you get that from Train World, that F-19 Halloween? Don't tempt me, Big Rich. I might make some shirts. I might. I just might. But I feel like, like with like Mad and Joker, I don't want to like step on toes. I'm not that kind of guy. I like to support them. I'm just here just kind of like telling my story. I don't want it to be like a rinse and repeat. Like it's like, oh, I gotta sell shirts or I gotta sell like, coasters or koozies and things like that. I just like talking to you guys. Like it's fun. And I'd love to hang out with every single one of you. You guys can get to meet my wife. She comes to York and she's smoking. My wife is smoking. And she's super supportive of what I do. She actually buys a lot of stuff for what I do. Like these passenger cars coming by here, like the Santa Fe ones, she helped buy. My UP car she bought, the Strasbourg 89 Mogul she bought. My 2 Bridges she bought. She bought me trees from Coastman's. She's bought me lots of rolling stock. Like if we go to York, like she'll say, I'll get that for you. Or, hey, I'll get that piece for you. Or like Mega Steam, hey, I'll buy that for you. So Mike, if you're ever down around, if you're with me near, if you're down at York and you're around me near like Mega Steam, maybe my wife will buy you Mega Steam. She's just super nice like that. She comes down here every now and then. It's like, oh, what are you working on? What are you doing? Oh, this is cool. This is not cool. Why don't you try this? Let me see if I can get her to come down to say hi to you guys. She'll probably peek her head around the corner here, right here. She won't come in. She doesn't like attention, but she's the sweetest thing ever. John, I've never been to the club. I've never been to the club and never been to like some people's private, like their houses. I mean, like I know some people open up their for certain people they open up their basements, but I don't like to invade. I kind of just is what it is. Hey, Rich, if your wife gave you up the living room, the dining room to put your trains in, that's a good woman. That is a good woman. It's true love, man. I asked her to come down, and she said, why? Because she's afraid she's going to be on camera. I'm telling you, that's what it is. She says no. She keeps saying no. She doesn't like she doesn't like video. Dude, that's cool. Your wife helped you. Mike would just have like that old school, like staple grass that you just get like a big sheet of it. That would be cool. Thanks for my wife that I've heard you say that. Oh, that's cool, Rich. That's awesome. I keep asking her. She's like, "What do you need?" What do you? What do you need? I just want you to come down. Rich's wife. This is Mike. Thank you for letting Rich come on the stream and do his hobby. We appreciate you. It's because of people like you that let us do the hobby that we do. She keeps telling me no. Look at this. Watch this, guys. Look at this. Watch. You probably can't see it. I'm like, come down here. She says, why? I said, come down. She says, no. I said, please. She says, what do you need? I said, please. She said, no. Yeah, John, I want to go to hang out. I do want to go. It's another one of those things. I just feel like I'm tagging along, like if it's somebody from the club was like, hey, you should come, then I'll be like, absolutely. I just don't want to like show up and be like, hi, what's up? Tell her I'm stuck under the table. That might work. That might work, Rich. That just might work. Rich, did you say you have anything on order? Any trains coming? You got a good collection. Eat before you go to the club. John's cooking is meh. Oh, man, he threw you under the bus. He's going to kill me for that. You're damn right he is, though. What's your guys' favorite engine that you have right now that you like to run? What's your favorite steam engine you like to run? We'll come back to that, me getting shirts and stuff. I don't know. For some of you guys that don't know, we probably don't know, like what my full time secondary job is. I work with special needs individuals, so I have like my own website and things like that. That I do drumming as an intervention for a type of therapy. So sometimes like I sell merch through there, so I don't want to have like another merch for something else. So if there's something that I want you to have merch for, it would probably be for that. But if there's enough interest, I would definitely do some tattoo trains merch. Big boy. What road number, Rich? 7-11. What's up, brother? Did you just come on here? Did you just like sneak in here? I have a few, but the Strasbourg looks. What's Strasbourg? The big boys in the daylight. Very nice, Aaron. No more soup for you. 1 year. I'm an N, but it's an M1A, Pensy. That's fine, dude. Hey. Brass Williams JS4. Very nice. That's going to apply to Don's house too, Dill. All right, guys. We got 27 guys in here. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Let's try to get to 200 subs tonight. Can you help me out? We're at 193. 200. Some of you guys got like 2,000, 3,000. Where do you get these people? Like running some F3s. Rail King Southern PS4. Nice, Chooch. I love some F3s and some F7s. I like F7s. I have a set of Eries and a set of Santa Fe's. Love them. I played a gig in the Hazleton Mall back in the 90s for a benefit. We were on local TV. Oh, very cool, dude. What do you play? What instrument? I'm a drummer. Obviously, I said I did do drum therapy. Number 4,000 for the big boy. Is that a Vision line? I'm assuming. I got 4012. He's back there hanging out on the Whisker track. What's that? Come here. She's right here. She won't come down. I was talking about you and saying how supportive you are and that they wish that they had wives like you. And some of them do, but I wanted you to come down. No. Come on down. Please. I want you to come here.
Yes, what do you need?
There she is. Say hi to Mandy, everybody. This is my wife, Mandy. She's one of the reasons why a lot of this happens.
Okay,
Right, dear?
can I go now?
No, you can't go.
All right, bye. Love you. Have fun.
Love you. That's all you guys are going to get. James says you're pretty. She said thank you. Babe, Sedano says thank you for sharing. Aaron says when it's close to Christmas, I'll run the Polar Express and the Crescent. Beautiful. Did anybody get the Timken, or anybody know anybody that got the Timken from Third Rail? In all seriousness, Lower Susquehanna Valley Model Railroad does provide food and drink for everyone, even Dell. Dell even gets beverages. Will they get me whiskey? Would there be whiskey, John? Please tell me there would be whiskey. This is the one that I'm drinking tonight. Green River Bourbon. Big Rich, what did I get from Third Rail? I got some B36-7 Conrail units. 2 of them. You got a GP30? Very nice. John says we can make that happen. Okay. It doesn't have to be Green River. It just has to be a nice Kentucky bourbon. 90 proof. I'm cool with it. It doesn't need to be anything nuts, like I said. And some Pepsi. Either Diet Pepsi or Pepsi Zero. I'll bring my own Pepsi. Hell, I'll bring my own beverages. They don't even need to get me any whiskey. Just as long as they don't mind me being there. That's all that matters. I don't drink Busch Light. I don't drink that bullshit. Are you going to New York? Am I going to New York? New York for what, bud? There's 2 layouts at the club, a separate HO layout and a second floor. I didn't know there was HO there. I thought it was O. See, the things you learn. Beam and Coat. You like Jim Beam? Okay. York. Yes, I'm going to York. I'll be there Friday. Oh, Chooch is a Scotch boy. He's Scottish. I could drink a nice Scotch. Sipping Scotch. Young but quite nice. Nice. So would you guys hate me if I got a Commodore Vanderbilt? Is that something that's like I'm not supposed to buy? It seems like it's Some people are like, why would you do that? And when I hear why would you do that, I'm like, I start to second guess. I really do. Do I have any? I don't have any K line. No K line, bro. If I came across the deal with one, I would get one for sure. But I don't have anything. They made some good stuff. Aaron says, nope, will not hate it, but at what? Finish your sentence, sir. Church likes the Commodore Vanderbilt. See, Church, can you like team up with me, please? And like when we ever any of the Commodore Vanderbilt's been brought up, can you just be like, yeah, I like it. Life is short. By the train. Exactly, it's short. By the train. Yes, exactly. I just don't like the dents they put in the shrouding. You know what? I don't. I just feel like, I mean, it's going to add a different texture to it. I don't agree it's Vision Line. I wish it was Legacy, and I wish it was like $300 or $400 cheaper, or $500 cheaper. I really do. But it's a Commodore. Like, I just feel like it's a New York Central. I gotta have it. Oh yeah, see, Sedano, you need that. You need one. That's what my train guy used to say every time I'd look at an engine. You need that. You need to get that. Like, I agree, brother. Guys, these MTH engines, like these they run so smooth. I'm about due for another one. Yeah, $500 cheaper. See, if the price was like $14.99, $13.99 for a Vanderbilt, no questions asked, I would get it. I think Charles Rowe has them for $16.19. It's Vision Line, but I just don't understand why they label them as Vision Line. I really don't get it. Help me out, guys. Sedano is Zach. Bye. Dude, Zach made me buy some engines that I didn't think I needed until I had them. And I'm like, you know what? I did need them. So he was looking after my best interest. Johnny says, I contemplated the Commodore myself. It fits with nothing I have, though. You can make it fit. That's what she said. Just get yourself some passenger cars, bro. Get yourself some New York Central. I got 20th Century Limited ones that I'm going to pull with it. I see, John. I do too, man. I have a feeling they're going to be nice too. So I feel like I got to pre-order one. Okay, guys. I got a quick quiz for you. A quick question. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 coasters. 6 coasters right here. And they all have a railroad on them. What railroad do you think I have? What are the 6 railroads you think I have? I think we're at a time where $16.99 up is the price. You're right, Sedano. It is. I have too many other commitments, especially with third rail. You're right. Reading, Chad. Johnny, you got one right. Johnny and Slag, PRR. Okay. There's 1. 5 more. Conrail, I do not have. I have 1 in here that you guys probably won't think I would have. I just like because I like the logo. UP, no. CNO, no. Don Peck says New York Central. You're absolutely correct, sir. Big Rich says you should have Southern Pacific. Well, guess what, Big Rich? You are absolutely correct. Okay, we're down to 3. You guys aren't going to guess one of these. I know you aren't. I know you're not. Chooch says Santa Fe. Chooch, you're right. Of course, Mike. You know, bro. New York Central PRR. Of course. There's 2 more. Now, the one you guys aren't going to get. Guarantee you're not going to get. Nope. Not ACL. Not Seaboard. Not Wabash. Not New Haven. Well, I wish I had one. Not New Haven. Come on, guys. At least one of them you should know. Not Rio Grande. Good guess, though, Johnny. Good guess. Good guess. Not Nickel Plate. Nope. Not Wheeling and Lake Erie. Not Reading. Not Pierre. Not Strasburg. Not Nickel Plate or Nickel Play. Not Western. I don't do Western Pacific. Nope. Come on, guys. Oh, stop. Model Railroad Show. NNW. He's got it. Oh, wait a minute. Johnny, you are on the mark. Great Northern Railroad. You got them all. Slide Cat, you got it too, brother. Good job. You guys, you know what? I'm impressed. Reading and Northern. I would, if I did, brother, Mike, I would have one of those. You got to have a Reading and Northern. Look at you. Johnny, like coming for the win. Great Northern. Next was Monon. No, the next was not Monon. Hotel Roanoke. No, I've never been to Roanoke. I'd like to go. I'd like to take my wife down there to see the museum. Chad says I need a B&O. I have no B&O. I do like it, though. I don't know if my grandfather had a bunch of B&O stuff or not. See, Slide Cat knows where it's at. Norfolk and Western, right? You've had Chesapeake and Ohio. I don't have a Chesapeake. I don't have a Chessie. I think a couple of these. I think the Chief. You gotta have a Chief. You gotta have Santa Fe. You have to have Santa Fe. Have to have PRR. I have to have Norfolk and Western. I absolutely 155,000% have to have New York Central. Gotta have Santa Fe. Southern Pacific Line. Sure, I can have it. Great Northern. Take it or leave it. I think my wife might have picked that one out. My wife picked that one out. Don says PNLE. I do like the PNLE. Western Maryland. Mike, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. Just so you guys know, next week I will not be live. I'm going to be playing a gig with my band. So I will not be here on Wednesday. Milwaukee Road. That's a good one. I actually have some watch. Stand by. Hold on. You'll be Memorex. Do you guys know what this is? Got another one right here. With the, you can't see it, the PRR logo on the top. You are correct. That is an insulator that my grandfather stole. I don't know where he got them, but he got them. Here's the other thing that he collected. Not collected, but he had of. Not Lionel pins. Conrail patch. Conrail patch. Conrail patch. Kansas Pacific Railway. These were like watch. You go around for your watch. There's another one. Norfolk and Western. Almighty Milwaukee Road. Boston and Maine. Bessemer. Chicago Northwestern. Great Northern. Sedano, thanks for coming on, brother. Appreciate you. One of the best right there, guys. Pennsylvania. Oh, and of course we're running the... Look at this one. The Mopac. Missouri Pacific. Beautiful. This one, Zach, well, not this one, but Southern Pacific lines. If Zach plays his cards right, I might give this to him. B&O. We'll see. But he didn't come on tonight, so you know what? He's probably busy doing some stuff. Maybe wiring his layout or something like that, making it bigger. So we'll give him the benefit of the doubt. It's all good. Where in PA are you located, Tattooed? I am in Central PA. We just, do you guys know, don't give Zach shit. You guys know where the Little League World Series is? Which just ended last week. If you know where the Little League World Series is in Williamsport, Pennsylvania, that's where I live. 'Tis where I live. We are east of State College. About an hour from State College, Model Railroad Show. There was a little controversy this year. You're right. That and the umping. The umping was terrible. The watch bobs that I have are Caterpillar equipment. Nice. Yeah, you would have. Right. Yep. Very cool. 7 years I lived in PA. Gotta love the Commonwealth. You do 7, 11. You're right. You absolutely do. It's a nice town. It is. Yeah, it is a nice town. Oh, very cool, man. Very cool, Thomas. Those files. Better than the commies in Jersey. There you go, man. There you go. Way better. Yeah, dude. Absolutely. All right, boys. Well, it's been about 3 hours tonight. I appreciate all you guys for coming on and sticking around. It's been awesome conversation tonight. Like I said, next week I'm going to be doing I'm going to be playing live. I'm going to be playing a gig, so I'm not going to be on next week. So we're going to look at the following week to do to come back on. But I'll keep you all posted. I'll throw another video up. In the meantime, I hope everybody is well. Thanks for popping on tonight. And make sure, like I said, be sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. And it was a great show, guys. And we'll see you soon. Have a fantastic evening and a fantastic rest of your week into the holiday weekend, boys. Have a good night.